likely someone else is going to have your...
Oh, I hear you loud and clear, Thanatos. And
I feel like I'm not getting through to you, brother. Well, after the inevitable happens, don't come telling me...
don't worry, I won't.
Father, I don't often see you interact with Hypnos, Nyx, so I just wanted...
Hypnos still is learning independence, child. Thus, I have decided it is best to keep my distance from him temporarily.
For the time being, how long are we talking? Can't remember the last time I saw you speaking with him now that you mention it.
Based on his rate of progress, I suspect his education shall have been complete well...
Well, keep it up, Hypnos. Wretched broker, what's new, my friend?
Sorted the cutlery, wiped the counters, replaced the candles, did the dishes, swept the floor, inspected the barrels. Let's see what else. Oh!
It's me. Dusa, I'm impressed you're able to...
Secret? I'm 2 weeks behind schedule with this place, at least. Unfortunately, no one here seems very good at keeping time, so no one's gotten on my case.
Of course not. What's behind schedule, though?
Well, that's just it. Miss Nyx, she tasked me with a pretty big project a while back to make this place worthy of the name, which means there's so much left to do. I need to get
Isn't there something I can do to help? Here, you can have these, Chef. Totally worth it. You don't like it when I pet your other heads, huh? No. Should check the garden. This one's for you, Three Fates. Say Skelly, or should I say Skelemius? I happen to have a chat with somebody familiar with that name. Large, bull-headed fellow originally from Crete. You said you made it all up.
Never said I made it up, pal. I just knew you weren't gonna believe me. I mean, look at me. I look like a captain of the Cretan Second Fleet to you?
I don't know. I've never met one. Do they all...
Well, sounds like somebody's never had to lead like 50 or something sailors in a voyage across the sea in a Minoan galley with nothing but the stars to guide them. What do you think the captains do, Pull?
Wait, what about Hermes? He gave me the impression you might have been somebody else. No.
What is it with you gods talking behind the backs of all your friends, boy?
Don't change the subject.
Don't change the subject!
Ah. Maybe like so. One more time.
Poseidon's an incomparable fool, I'm ashamed to call my brother. He can shake the earth up there all he pleases. He is unwelcome here.
You don't mean that, Father. It's Demeter.
Your father, Hades, and I share a common fate, each having lost a child fully grown. Except that he's a hollow fool whose child left, whereas my daughter never would have.
All right. How careless of me. Now let's be reasonable, no? Was that really necessary? Come on, then. its hidden talents. This should work.
Told me recently that you and Meg are the Fury. Why, you've grown quite close. Now do be careful around her, and try not to get attached there,
Turns out I am quite the judge of character, and you men have an awful lot of it. I mean, you've given out how much ambrosia now? To all your mates and more?
Got a bite. Another knucklehead. Nice. Which way? Let's see.
Fists. Hands in, I ought to say. I heard that one time, Demeter, she smacked her father right square in the face with...
I can't. I'll pay for that. We meet again.
If there's anyone in all the underworld.
What, because I've been distracting you from administering lashings like before? I hate to think you prefer to whip with no fear of reprisal whatsoever.
Dereliction of duty and fear of reprisal are not one and the same. Though you don't seem to be concerned. We're only getting started.
Strictly business. Pure darkness. Well, Father?
Let's see how you fare in war environments.
Broke out of Tartarus. What does one offer to the god of wine? The very best is what? And down here, this is it, mate. I'm grateful I've got some of your spirit in me. To have such a connection with you despite all the distance between us.
Zach, I cannot believe what you're offering to me. Ambrosia, man, for me? And talk about a bottle that has seen some wild days and nights. I mean, if it got all the way to you down there, only to come back up. You know what? I'm saving it till we can share it here.
Olympus, I accept this message. Must be the last of them. The power of the gods. Next island. Which boons it going to be? Here goes nothing. All right, who's next? Olympus, I accept this message. No use. That's Orpheus.
Why, Zacharias, how wonderful to see you here. Eurydice and I, we have been catching up for all the time we spent apart.
Yeah, so if you would excuse us for a little while, hun. I'm not finished catching up with him just yet. But first, before you go...
That makes it difficult as...
Bye.
Later then, yeah?
zest. Good day, Lenny. And now, prepare to die. Bye, Asphodel. Another day or night in paradise. Come try me. Blasted fools.
There's no one faster than myself here, Kurt.
No one's here. Let's go, Malphon. More bright swords? Delicious. Hit me.
distance between hastiness and swiftness. I see no reason not to make it so.
If you can make yourself at home in such a place, please do, stranger.
Thank you.
Look at this mess.
We'll chat later, okay? Your dust.
Dare you clash?
Thanatos.
Let's even
See you at home?
Goddess Athena, lend to me your strength.
The gods. You're next, bullman. That's all for today's show. My boon for Master Chaos has evolved.
So, stood the finest of Elysium.
I'm out of here. What's with the air up here? This one, I guess. That's the most gigantic vermin I've ever seen. Thanatos?
It's time.
See. There. In the name of Hades. Hope this can get me out of here. What's for sale? Can't do that. There it is already. Check the other passageways before I go. Each vital. Thank you, boy. Oh, hi, Father.
You would attack me with this. Your strength. I shall see you back at home. You win. boy.
See you at home. In the name of someone very sore right now.
The oft-impatient Zagreus appears to take repeated deaths in stride, and so, here comes another one for him.
Oh, no!
Back again.
Oh, it's you. Just come on in. You're on the list.
Bye, Hypno.
He's done it, Cerberus.
Mother, you'll forgive my asking, but your mother used to call you by a different name, didn't she?
Ugh, don't remind me. Imagine if I called you Zaggy Poo from when you were born to this very moment. That's how that name felt to me. I much preferred the name my father gave to me.
Your mortal father, right? So he called you Persephone. What was he like?
He was kind to me, and funny. Little bringer of destruction I was to him. I liked that. He was right, I was a terror. Then he passed. I was very little still. My mother never spoke of him again.
Demeter mentioned him a bit to me. She seems... I don't know, but I don't sense that she regrets the relationship or anything. Just sad about the outcome, I think.
I suppose I can see that. I thought I might end up like Father. Growing old, wasting away. Then the time flew by, and I realized I was closer to Mother's side. Mortals certainly don't have it easy. But their limited days, it means they live their lives to the fullest, I think.
At least we've some of that in us. Hey boy, just me again. Here to report, it's pretty dangerous out there even without you on guard duty all the time.
The venerable Hound of Hell barely acknowledges the softly spoken prince's platitude, knowing full well the underworld is not as vigilantly...
You've always been there for me, boy.
The Zord has enough troubles of his own. You voided the contract with our court musician. Used your own authority.
So what if I did? Just gives him a bit of a break from time to time. He's still your court musician, isn't he?
He is. And he knows better than to undermine me, I think. Though I suppose the Queen would take your side that he has paid his dues in full by now.
He has.
Well done.
Nix, have you seen Charon lately? Everything all right with him? I can never tell how he's doing.
Charon and I have not lately taken opportunities to correspond. But he has always been among the least dependent of my children, other than perhaps only the Fates. This much I know and can assure to you. He always is content to steer his boat.
I suppose you were the one to thank for his assistance when it comes to selling me his wares and such.
No, he is the one to thank. Do not mistake his lack of speech for lack of cleverness. He serves this house as I do, but he does not answer to me.
Doesn't answer to me either. Let's see here. I had this awful contraband I wanted to turn in as soon as possible, if you don't mind taking it from me.
You still have no idea how to be upfront with me, do you, Zag? Why don't you tell me why you're here and what you want?
So the whole contraband thing, you aren't buying it, I guess? Although I see you took the bottle there now anyway. I wanted just to talk to you, and patch things up, maybe.
Patch things up? What is it, by your estimation, that could use repairs between the two of us?
I was naive. I tried not to get too close, but then I did and said a lot of stupid things, and then... Well, we've since tried to kill each other lots of times, there's that. Look, I'm sorry, Meg.
You said a lot of stupid things, all right. And we Furies, we're not much for forgiveness or apologies. But I can see you're making an attempt. Now thank you for the contraband. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.
Patch up the seating, update the menu, clean the stove, stock the honor bar, sweep the rug, dust the rafters, mop the flooring, pay the broker. Oh, sorry, Prince. Way behind on my assignment, so if you'll excuse me, please.
Do so. Wait, before you fly away, there must be something I can do to help pitch in with everything. Doesn't matter how good you are at your job. What you're describing, that's more than one individual can handle.
Your Highness, please. I know you mean well, but I have this. Wish everybody wouldn't doubt me all the time. Like that house contractor. Just gets to stand around waiting for work orders. Unless they come from me, then no.
The house contractor isn't cooperating with you, huh? No wonder so many lounge renovations are clogged up in the works. Though maybe I can grease the wheels a bit.
I completely forgot! I need to get more cooking grease for the head chef! I have to go!
She's running herself ragged. Here's the catch of the day. Or night. Prices are a little steep there, I must say.
Hold just a moment, lad. That look. I think I know it all too well. Things getting complicated for you lately, then?
Well, you know, just the usual struggles of battling toward the surface, generally to some ignoble death. Though, wait, you mean between me, Meg, and Thanatos, don't you?
If I may presume a bit, I gather that they share by now the feelings that you have for each of them. Each in their respective way, of course. If you love them, one, the other, perhaps both. I mean, you're gods. Follow your heart.
Whoa, just a moment there. I mean, I suppose you're not presuming much at all. Follow my heart, though.
Wherever it should lead. That's how it works. Yours to decide when you've gone as far as you ought, and cease with the lavish gifts. No need to send the wrong impression, and there's nothing to be gained from such an empty gesture anyhow.
Right. You're right, Achilles. How many times has it been now?